especially the arrest table of 2019. It does not measure crime per capita.
Well, you
It
guys were
doesn't.
having two conversations, and you did say that you cannot use race per capita.
Because it was off the subject of the FBI.
But
We were
that
still
doesn't.
talking about the FBI. They do not measure crime per capita by race. They don't,
But can you
sir.
measure something per capita by race?
You can, but the
Okay.
FBI does not. What part are y'all not listening at all, bro?
Can't crime
Y'all are
rates
not listening.
can't crime rates be per capita?
Based off of a given population.
So yes, crime rates could be per capita.
By population, not by the race.
I didn't
Because
say
there are
anything about a
multiple.
race.
The whole point of the conversation, Miss Maceo, the whole point of that conversation was to make it very clear the distinct difference between overall and per capita rates. Per capita statistics before over overall statistics, right? Per capita, you are measuring it based off of the given population. Say, again, in a city, in a country, and so forth, right? There can be multiple races in a given population when measuring per capita. If I say there are 1,000 people within a given population of 100,000, right? 1,000 per 100,000 people committing crimes against one another, right? That is within their population of the place that they live in. That also contributes to proximity because it has everything to do with one person committing a crime against somebody else that lives right near them,
So
their neighbor,
so
or in
just
the
to
same
clarify,
city.
you're admitting that crime rates can be per capita, and they often are.
The FBI does not measure crime rates per capita by race. So,
I didn't say anything about race just now.
so what are you not comprehending? Because y'all love this statement, and then when I literally combat that y'all are using it wrong, now all of a sudden y'all not
I
comprehending it.
asked
What
you, can crime rates be measured per capita? I didn't say
in
anything
a
about race.
given space
Okay, so what is the argument then?
that it's not relatively measured by race, dude? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, the
It's not
disconnect.
me- it is
I'm
not
trying to let you know
measured.
what the disconnect is from the chat's perspective, because even when you
Don't
guys,
worry. Don't worry about the chat. Do not worry about
okay,
the chat.
don't worry about
Do
the
not
people
worry
who
about the chat.
support you. Then, okay,
Do
so
not worry about the
yeah,
chat.
don't worry about the people
Right?
that support
Don't.
you.
It's not all. Not the entire chat doesn't support me. There are still opposition in there. So
Yeah, and them
relax.
being
Don't.
here is still supporting your platform.
Okay. So opposition being here supported me too.
Would you
Right?
have a
Like like
platform if people didn't
like
disagree?
like the last clown that was up here. Just right. That
Yeah, you
he's
need
definitely supports
opposition
me.
to have a platform.
Okay. So Maceo. Right.
Maceo, there's no
Just
S.
Maceo, excuse me, right?
Yeah.
So let's be very clear. There is a distinct difference between overall crime rates and per capita crime rates,
Yeah, I didn't
right?
say there
The
isn't.
FBI, based off the conversation and how it started with the last person, the FBI measures overall arrests. That is it. They measure
That's all
overall
they measure?
statistics of crime based on the FBI crime rates table that we were talking about. The FBI crime rates table that we were talking about, they are measuring arrests in the year of 2019. And overall,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Everybody
oh,
uses that same table for everything, but
okay then.
there's
So
more
that,
to. But what I'm saying is, there's more to crime rates than just that one table from
no, nobody,
2019.
nobody denied that.
Okay.
Nobody denied that. So again, my point is that the last clown that was up here stated that that FBI crime rates table is measuring it per capita when it is not. It is not. The FBI crime rate table that is always referred to with the statistics of arrests
I get what you're
measure it
saying,
in
sir. I'm
overall.
telling you, the disconnect is you saying that the FBI does not use per capita. You should have been just more specific.
The table that we were talking about. The table that we were talking about. Is
Yeah,
that Is that specific enough for you? The
Sir,
table
what
that we
I'm
were
telling
specifically
you,
talking
you
about.
don't realize what you said in the conversation. Because even when you guys were talking about per capita race, he went off and said, yeah, you can still measure things by race, regardless if they're talking about the FBI
With
table.
the context of talking about the FBI's crime rates table. That's what we were
Go
talking
back
about.
and listen to your live because okay, bro, you just want to be right because when that's why when he read what he read, you stopped talking.
I I didn't stop talking. I replied with, we were talking about the FBI. Dude, you're okay. You're not listening either. You're not comprehending this shit either.
I do
Clearly.
comprehend it.
So what are you willfully ignoring here? We were talking about
The way that you conveyed your point was off, is what I'm saying.
Was it off or you didn't comprehend it?
No, I comprehended it very well. If you
So
want
if
to
you
say,
comprehended, so
I'm not yelling
hold on.
at
So
you.
if
I'm
you
not yelling at
comprehended
you,
it
sir.
just fine, why are you telling me I need to explain myself better for the clearly ignorant motherfucker that was here up here previous before you?
Because you didn't explain
you-
yourself
if-
correctly. That's why.
I didn't have to explain myself any more. It's dumber, or I don't need to dumb down how I explain shit. If you comprehended it just fucking fine, then that last motherfucker should have understood what I was saying as
No,
well.
I comprehended
But
it because I know what the data is. That's why I wouldn't say something like you cannot measure a race per capita for something. Now, if you wanted to just say the FBI table from 2019, the UCR data does not talk about race per capita, that's one thing. But you made it a point to say multiple times you can't measure race per capita, period.
I didn't say period. Who used the word period?
When
Who
he
used the word
asked you
period?
that, you said you can't. He literally asked you that. And you said, no, you can't.
This is why context matters and comprehending the conversations that you are having, because we were talking about the FBI crimes arrest table on their website. That's how the conversation started.
Yeah, and you guys deviated
This is the
from
whole
that.
point.
And you
This
guys
is the
deviated
stop.
from that twice.
Maceo, not you guys. He absolutely deviated from it because he wanted to go on a whole different tangent, pivoting about numerators and denominators. No, he didn't want to acknowledge that the FBI crime rates table that he used, that he sampled from, the arrest rates that measure overall arrest statistics are not the same as per capita. That was the whole point I was coming across, because he was willfully ignoring that and then go on his tangent about ratios and all this other stuff that did not fucking matter, because he was ignoring the context of the conversation we were having, and then going to sit here and tell me that, oh, I don't understand shit. No, the dude was fucking gaslighting. Okay, so let's be very fucking clear about something.
So
we were
for
talking about the FBI arrest
I mean,
table.
we're going in circles now. So yeah, you can measure a race per capita for certain issues. The FBI does use per capita for crime rates. So anyway, white American men commit more crime, not black people. So do you disagree when he brought up the rate though?
The rate of what?
Crimes committed. I'm just asking a question, sir. Because yeah, the total number could be more for white people, but that doesn't mean that the rate is higher.
What's the name of the table that we were discussing?
The 2019 FBI, what was it? UCR data. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking.
UCR data that measures arrests.
I'm not talking about that, sir.
Okay. My whole point of mentioning that again is because, right, arrests is not the same as committing.
I didn't
just
say
because
arrest.
You said committing though.
Yeah, commit means you actually did it.
No, it does. No. Stop.
So charged and convicted doesn't mean that you...
Stop.
Okay, this is getting weird. I'm not talking about the chart, sir.
So you automatically think because somebody's convicted, that means they did it?
This is the conversation. Listen, I'm at my simple question.
Do you acknowledge
people get exonerated?
exoneration rates
What I am
exist?
talking. So you think most people that got convicted didn't do it?
Based off of the United States Sentencing Commission, black people are 7 times more likely to be wrong.
I didn't say. I'm not talking about just black people. We're talking about conviction. So you think most people that were convicted of a crime did not do it?
I didn't say that. The point of this is that there are people out here that are convicted for crimes they did not commit. I'm just bringing up the example of measurements that show that black people are 7 times more likely to be arrested, convicted, and serving time for crimes they did not commit.
Yeah, I'm
so
not.
that's
Nobody's
clearly,
denying that.
so that's clear. Okay, all right. So if you're not
But that's
denying
not what
that,
I'm
then
asking you.
that's clearly proof that not all people going to prison are guilty.
Nobody said they were. But my question
So
to you, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go. No, you
My
go ahead.
question to you was, can the total number of white people that committed a crime still have a lower rate than black people that committed crimes?
Do I think white people can commit lower
rates,
God
but
damn
have
it.
a higher total number?
What are you referring to? Their population
I'm just
being the majority?
You understand exactly what I'm saying. The total number can be higher for white people, but the rate could be higher for black people. Rate and total number are different, correct?
So now that goes into the conversation of socioeconomic and many other factors.
We know
right?
why
There's
black people commit
factors.
more. We know why that happens. That's beside the point, sir. So can the total number of white people that committed crimes still have a lower rate than black people that committed crimes? It's a yes or no.
A lower rate of arrests?
A lower rate of committing crimes.
A lower rate of arrests. Because we can't...
Did I say arrest or committed?
Hold on. We just established exonerations are a thing, so we can't just vaguely say committed because we don't know if they're guilty or not. We don't know if they actually did it, right? So again, if we're going to be logical about this, let's stick to rates of arrests, right? Let's stick to rates of arrests.
Why would you change my question, though? That doesn't make sense. Because arrest doesn't mean you did it, right? Arrest doesn't mean you did it.
That's the whole point.
Okay, so nobody's arguing.
That's the whole point.
Sir, who's arguing that?
So that's the whole point.
Who's
then why
arguing
would you
that?
continue? So then why would you continue to try and ask me a question about committed?
Take race out of it then.
Why would...
Group A committed 100,000 murders. Group B committed 60,000 murders.
Why do you keep saying committed? You don't know who committed it.
Because I'm saying... So we don't know that there's... Oh, man.
Man, no.
You don't want to have an honest conversation.
Don't huff and puff now. You just sat here and acknowledged that exonerations exist. So there's a lot of people out here that are being convicted for crimes they did not commit.
Are there a lot of people convicted of crimes they did do?
You are still vaguely using the term committed as if you know for a fact that all these people are out here are just straight up murderers. That's the flaw of your question here. If we just sat here and established that exonerations prove that innocent people get locked up, why would you still ask me, do I think that there's a higher rate of committing murder? Why would you ask me with the keyword of committing?
That makes no sense. Do you want me to answer, or do you want to just yell at the screen at this point?
I'm annoyed. Please.
Okay, because my whole point had nothing to do with anything you're saying. The whole point was the total number of people, the total number, right, can be higher for one group and lower for a rate of another group, was what I was saying. You're getting caught up on committed versus exoneration because you know that's true.
Because it is a disingenuous conversation when you want to say, oh, well, I mean, hey, we can acknowledge that the total number of white people doing murders is more than black folks, but then it's going to lead into it's going to lead into, oh, but why are black folks still getting locked up for so many murders? Again, there are factors in this that you are willfully leaving out. There are factors. Yes, literally factors.
The factor is called racism, sir.
Yeah, that's one factor. Yeah. That's one factor. Yes.
Yeah, nobody's denying that.
Okay, then. So what is the point of this?
Okay, are there more white people on government assistance than black people?
Yes, there are more white people.
Is there a higher rate of black people on government assistance?
There is.
You just don't want to say yes. It's not that difficult,
Is there any statistic that shows the rate of black people or white people on government assistance?
Yeah.
Where?
Let me look it up.
White Americans make up the largest racial group of welfare recipients in the United States, which aligns with their share of the overall population. What the?
Yep.
Hmm.
So, in the United States, Black Americans are overrepresented among recipients of government assistance programs compared to their share of the general population. So that's
again,
why.
this goes
So
back.
can I finish, sir? So that's why a minority is going to have a higher rate than the majority, even though the majority compromises a larger total number.
So again, overall, literally my point.
You're making
again,
this contentious
overall,
for no reason.